You might be asking yourself, what the heck is a vision board and why would I want to create one? Hello, my love. Welcome or welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Lana. You can call me Lana. I'm so happy to have you. Today, we're going to jump into part 2 of the series on getting prepared, getting ready for 2024. It's crazy because 2024 is literally 7 weeks away. Like, it's literally 7 weeks away, less than 60 days until 2024 comes. And I started to think, like, what have I been doing to prep for 2024? And I wanted to kind of share those things with you all. So I decided to do a three-part series, which may end up being a four-parter. We'll see. But definitely check out video number 1. I'll link it somewhere here. And so today we're going to go over vision boards, what they are, all those different things. Before we dive in, I wanted to let you know that I do have timestamps below in the description, so make sure you check that out if you're someone who does not need to know like what a vision board is and all of that, because you're already aware of how to do vision boards. This will allow you to see or skip to the areas that you may want to check out, like how to make a digital vision board, a screensaver, different things like that. So what is a vision board? Essentially, a vision board is just a collage or a collection of images or words or videos that represent the things that you hold dear to your heart, your goals, your intentions, your passions, your values. These images, words, videos are there to inspire you, are there to encourage you, are there to uplift you. They're there to put you back on track towards your goal. Because sometimes we'll go through things like, we set the goal and then it doesn't work out, or we get sad about something or something pulled us away from it. We have the vision board to put us back on track. Science of People says it's a creative visualization of your goals, values, and intentions. Oxford says it's a collage of images and words representing a person's wishes or goals intended to serve as inspiration or motivation. How should vision boards look? There are no shoulds when it comes to your vision board, but if I had to say a should, I would say it should look like how you want it to look. Don't have it looking like anybody else's. When you see this vision board that you created or vision boards that you have created, you want them to evoke a sense of feeling, joy, creativity. You want it to stir up things inside of you when you see it. You want to be excited when you look at it. It may cause you to get like goosebumps or chills or even to cry. You want it to fire you up, ignite you in your purpose, igniting you in your purpose. I got that from my older sister, Siobhan. Years ago, I went to her house. I don't remember when it was, but it was some years ago. I went to her house, and that night, something that was bothering me, my sister and her friend Tasha ended up praying for me for that thing. And I don't remember what that thing is. I don't remember really anything we talked about that day, which is really weird. But I remember specifically when she was praying, she said, ignite her in her purpose. And I've always held on to that in everything I do. Ignite me in my purpose. God, ignite me in my purpose. I don't know if my sister is like me when it comes to these type of things, but I'll tell somebody something and they'll tell me years later, like, oh my God, you told me this one thing and I've kept it with me my whole life. And I'm like, what? I have no idea what they're talking about. None. And so if you are watching this, Siobhan, I want you to know that I've carried that with me all these years because it was so powerful to me. Ignite her in her purpose. And so you want your vision board to ignite you, to get you fired up, to get you going. When you see it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to the beach or whatever travel plans you have. Oh yeah, I'm going to Alaska. Oh, I'm traveling the world on a cruise or on a plane, or I'm going to go in a boat, my own boat. I'm going to fish in whatever sea it is that you want to fish in. I'm going to hike the highest mountains. I'm going to Mount Everest. I'm going to Antarctica. You want that? I swear to you, it's so funny. Like, I swear, I always get goosebumps when I think about the things that set me on fire. So for me, I really want to go to Alaska, and I do want to go on a cruise around the world, and I will do those things. And so when I said them, I got goosebumps because I visualize myself all the time being able to be on a balcony and seeing out all around the world on a boat. Like, I am going to travel the world, and I have traveled to many places on plane, but I want to do it in a boat because I love cruising. I love boats. Some examples of where to put your vision board would be, you could put it on your desktop, on your computer, on your iPad. You could put it on your phone screensaver, and this is if you're doing a digital vision board or a physical, because you could take a photo of your physical vision board and put it wherever you want. It could be on a cork board, it could be on a whiteboard, it could be on a blackboard because of the like in chalk, you know, drawing. It could be on your mirror, it could be in your bathroom. There's just so many places. On your watch, like your Apple Watch or whatever type of smartwatch you may have. iPhones even have a feature you could actually switch between your screen. You could do a sort of mind map and have yourself in the middle, or like a brain or a tree or something, you know, whatever represents your mind, and have your ideas and quotes and things kind of branching out from it and doing a sort of mind map. You could do vision boards in a way where you're doing it monthly or semi-annually or quarterly. I just went out of order, but you know what I mean. You could do them more often than once a year. This is helpful for some people because maybe your dreams do get bigger. Maybe, like I talked about in my last video, maybe you have the safe goals, the realistic goals. And then as you start to achieve these smaller ones, you start to believe in yourself more and you start shooting even higher. And so that's what I kind of started to do originally, is that I would have this yearly vision board. Then I was like, wow, I kind of achieved those things, or those things are small to me. So then I made another one. I have vision boards that are for like lifestyle, travel. I have one for business, the net worth, like your money, my money side, the prosperity. I have one for fitness. I have one prayer board. I even have one for relationship. Remember that your vision boards, you want them to consist of colors or black and white. It could be drawings. It could be chalk. You could do like a chalk drawing on the board, or not on the board, a chalk drawing on the board or on the ground, and just take a photo of it. It could be a mural. It could be on your walls. Like some people tape them on their walls. Some people use a cork board. And like I said, so there's so many ways to do your vision board. I can't really tell you how to make your vision board. I just can give you ideas on how to kind of get it started, to figure out what you want to do. So how often should I look at my vision board? I think the biggest thing is making sure you look at your vision board. If you need to set a reminder to do it, if you need to put a sticky on your ceiling or on your bathroom mirror to do it, please do that. This is why I like having the vision board on my desktop or on my phone or on my iPad. When I'm gone, when I'm out of town, if I'm traveling, I could look at it. If you have a photo of it, you could look at it. So that's why I love them. But there's also a flip side, that because it's on your screen of your phone or your tablet, sometimes you don't take the time to consciously look at it. So making sure that you set an alarm or a reminder, or leaving yourself a note to look at it, not just like subconsciously seeing it because you're opening your phone, but actually let me take in what's on my screen. You know, why did I want this? Why did I want to travel the world? And like really sitting in it and visualizing while you're looking at it and feeling into the vision board. I think it's so important. And I think that's a step that a lot of people miss, is that they're just looking at it, but they're not trying to feel into what is it like being that person. That's why some people will put, instead of having the face of the person in the photo, they'll actually put their own face on the person in the photo. So say there's a girl in a bikini on a beach, you might put your face on that body, like, I'm going to be at this beach. You know, this is me at this beach right now. This is me here. How do I start making this vision board? If you did not watch the video I posted previously on setting goals, definitely take time to go watch that video. Just to kind of get into it right now, I would say you want to sit in with your body. You want to feel into the things you want. What do I want to do, become? What values do I hold dear to myself? Now you want to close your eyes. Now, ma'am, sir, if you are driving, do not close your eyes. I'm sorry, because I've seen some crazy stuff on the internet. I'm asking you to close your eyes, but only do it if it's in a safe place, please. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. So when you are safe, pull over, or, you know, if you're at home right now, close your eyes and really think about what feels good to you. If you're not able to close your eyes, like you're not someone who likes to close their eyes, you don't feel safe doing that, don't do it. It's really about sitting down with yourself, by yourself, and getting that feeling of, what do I want? Now make sure you do that. And once you do that, you have the goal set, even if you don't write it down, that's when you start to go collect evidence, photos. You may get, you might have like a locket or something, or a piece of gold, or a postcard, or a certain pin or stamp that you have. Whatever comes to your mind, start collecting those things. I don't care if it was a word, if it's a place, if you know that there's a place near you, or even 30 minutes away, where you need to go and stand in front of somebody's house and take the photo of your dream house, like you in the front, like, this is my house, or asking them, hey, do you mind if I step in front of your house and act like it's mine? You could do it either way, it doesn't matter, but whatever you need to do, go do that. If you need to go test drive that car, go test drive that car and have the person take a picture of you in that car. That's probably one of the best ways to visualize, as a side note, is going and actually test driving the car, going and actually taking a photo of the car, going and touching the car, smelling the leather. If you know you want to go travel to a certain place, maybe you're not able to go there right now, go start researching what that looks like. Get the photos from that, or get a ticket, a ticket stub. Maybe somebody has posted one, and put that on your vision board. Maybe it's a check. Go write yourself a check for a certain amount of money, frame it, put it on your wall, or take the check, scan it, and put it on your digital vision board. Whatever it is, whatever comes to your mind, do that. I say all that to say that you want to use the goals and intentions that we went over in video 1, part 1 of the series, and use them to create your vision board. If you're saying to yourself, I don't have magazines, who buys magazines? I don't even know what a newspaper is. I'm just kidding, but maybe you don't. Maybe you're too young to know what a newspaper is. That's possible. I'm not judging you at all, I promise. I'm just saying, if that is you, there are other ways to get it done. There's Google, there's Pinterest, there's Instagram, there's Canva. There are stock photos. You could actually buy them if you want to do that. There's using AI to be able to form, like to create your vision. That's another way you can do a vision board too, is using AI. I'm not doing a tutorial on that. You can look that up online. There might even be a video on that on YouTube. I'm not sure, but it can be done. You might have screenshots of quotes. You may have a Bible verse you want to put on there. You may have clippings from the past. Whatever that is, just making sure you're collecting these items so that you could create your vision board. I will show you a little bit of this process in a second once we actually go over the tutorials. All right, the time has come. Let's get into it. Canva will be the first one I cover because I know that Canva is pretty popular. What you want to do is you can either go on canva.com and then just type into the description box, or the search box, I'm sorry, type in there vision board, or you can go to Google and you could just type Canva vision board and it will actually give you the vision board maker. It will land on this page here. And so you click create vision board. I'm sorry, my internet is like really slow today, so hopefully we're able to get through this pretty good. I might have to speed it up. What it does is it gives you a blank page, or you could pick one of these templates. They have a whole bunch of different ones. Now I'm using the basic kind because I know a majority of people will use the basic kind, but if you have the pro option, there's a lot of cool features that you can use. But this is just the basic way, and I think basic is totally fine. But if you already have Canva Pro, there's a lot more features you could use. So you'll see here where it has these this crown here. That's the pro. So that means you can't use it unless you have a pro account, or some of them are paid. So I'm not going to use a template, but if you do want to use one, you just click the template and it will pop up like that. And then you could change different things here on the template, but I'm not going to cover that. Let me see the square, because I prefer to do it myself. And these arrows here are for you to be able to redo and undo. Okay, so then you could actually use, once you have a blank page, you click here and you could change the color if you want. I'll show you how to change your colors. That's if you want to just have one background. They even have different gradients here. And then if you want to put a different background, you can come over here to elements. In elements, you could type in a background. And I just want to let you know there's not going to be a whole bunch of them. There's not going to be a whole bunch of them because a lot of them are available on Pro. So like this was one I recently used, so I'll show you here. But you could actually like type in like cotton candy background, or something of that sort. They have these type of graphics if you wanted like a rainbow look. I'm just using this because this was here. This was here. So yeah, you could see that. You could do, say you want like, you could put a background that they have available, like maybe a beach. You could try beach, or you put like specifically beach background. They have like videos and stuff like that, so you could do a video type vision board too. But here you see the beach. Say you wanted a beach background, or you just wanted to use this as a stock photo, like as a photo on your vision board. So you can make it bigger to fill up this screen. I want to do it like this. I'm gonna fill it like this. And what you'll see is, even though it goes past, it's still here, and you could just shorten it there. If you want to actually crop it, you can go to edit photo and it will have the crop option there. But like I said, my computer is very slow today. I think it's actually overloaded. I need to run some tests on it. So yeah, there's that. With Pro, you have a lot of different features. Like I said, you can remove the background, different things. You can blur things out. Oh, actually, I didn't know that that was a free feature. Looks like it's shadows and blur is a free feature, not a pro feature. I didn't know because I have the pro version of Canva. So do you want to make this just a photo? Go like that. If you want to do a border, you could go add the border like this. And then you could change the colors here. Oops. There you go. And then I'm not keeping this, so let's just delete all this. But again, it's just showing you different options. They also have graphics. So say if you want to do like different words or different shapes, like maybe you wanted a heart. Get a heart, and you could just put the heart on there. However you want. Make it smaller or bigger, you know, however you want to do it. So, and then text, if you want to add text, you just add the text here. They also have options here. I had done one showing how you could do, oh, you know what, I should just redo that real quick. Because I'm always messing around with Canva to create different designs. But what I had done with that cotton candy background is I had done something like, and my computer is really slow today, guys. I'm really sorry. I don't know if that's an internet thing. Because I'm very close to the internet. And I did something like this with half this. And then I did a gray background. It wasn't to make it look cute. It's just to show you different options. It doesn't look like the one I had is here. I don't see the one I had, but this does not go together at all. So do not judge me. It was just to show you a technique you could do. So say you had two colors in the background, because I like to put different colors in the background. I will do my best to put a photo example of my vision board that I use now, or one of my vision boards. But I will, you could take the text here and say you chose this one. You didn't want to actually look for your own font or text. You wanted to use this one. You could actually take this here like this. And so say you put whatever the word is that you want. You could take this word here and you can make this darker. So see, different colors just to show you can mess around with your text. And if you want to change the fonts, you just click on the words, and then you could change the font. Whatever is free, it will not have that crown next to it. And my phone is, like I said, very slow. So you can go to your fonts and look there. Text styles. You could change, like if you want a thicker one, heading, subheading, things like that. So just the basics. And you could change the size there, boldness, and all of that good stuff. You could even change the spacing and everything in this area here. I guess this is kind of turning into being a Canva, an easy Canva tutorial. Not just a vision board one, but you could draw. If you're on a tablet, you could download the Canva app and you could actually physically draw on here. So what I do is I have uploads usually. So I upload my photos, and what I will do is I just grab some photos that I've used in the past in vision boards to just show you examples. Please don't think this is going to be pretty, because I just want to show you how you can do your vision board. You don't want to necessarily do it the same way as me. It's just so you can get an idea of how to create one. So if you want to, if you end up doing just a what is it called? A like sort of collage, like how I'm doing, where it's open, you don't have any type of, what is it called? Any type of template. Then you could just start putting pictures. Like you can take it like this, put it in the corner. You could say if you want a little bit of a border, you could actually take this to switch it around if you want to turn it, rotate it anyway. You could edit the photo and change the colors if you want to change, like say you want a different filter on there. You could change the filters, and you could change the intensity of the filter. I don't know if the transparency is, oh yeah. So you could do transparency in the free version of Canva. Okay, and so I'm just messing with it. So that's this one picture will be actually transparent. I actually do pictures too sometimes as backgrounds, and you would have saw that in that example I hopefully posted here. But I'll put this like as a background. So I'll put this here, and if you want to have this backwards, you could just push it backwards or to the back, or you could go to layers and you could just rotate like this. And because this is clear, you see how it's showing through. So if you want it not to show through, you would not make it transparent anymore. Okay, and so say you want to add more photos, you could just keep adding those photos. You could use this as a background or as the actual photo. Say you love palm trees. So say you wrote on there you want to travel the world, you want to go to a certain beach, or like this one I posted this as freedom, like just representing freedom, being free. Say you have a desire to have a healthy body, you could put something like this on your vision board. And you actually don't want to make it this big. I'm doing it bigger. I just, heads up, I'm just doing it bigger so that you can see it better. I'm zooming in so you can see this a little bit. See it better, but normally your size, you would want it to be a little bit smaller. For me, I posted this because I like want to be able to chill with my man, you know, read a book, vibe out. I really don't want you guys to judge me because I'm doing this quicker than I would do this, because I like to take a lot of time when I'm doing my vision boards, but I know we don't have all day to be doing this. And then like say for this, because I want to marry my best friend, and then say you want to marry your best friend, you could just click. That's another way. You could just click it, or you could drag it. My computer's really slow today, so I'm not going to drag it. I just clicked it. And so you can make this smaller. You could also edit the photo to change the color. And then, or you could like move it. I don't know where I would have put this, but just as an example, maybe I would have did it like this or something. Something like that. And then say you're a, you want to be a boss, like, or a real estate agent. This is a cute little real estate agent type, or, maybe this represents you buying your new property. And this is your new house, and this is the vibes. And so you'll notice that a lot of when I'm posting these, I choose women who look like me. I'm a black woman, so I typically will use black and brown women to represent what I want to represent. But I have photos of different people like from Instagram that I really like and admire, and they're not black. But I'm just saying, when your vision board, that's where I was talking about how some people put their own face on a photo, or using people who look like you. This for me represented, because I'm a writer at heart. That's what I loved to do as a kid, and I want to get back to that. Well, I am getting back to it, I should say, because I am writing now. So I had originally put in this, and this is in my vision board, one of them. And again, like I said, please do not judge me for this, because I don't I'm just showing you examples of how you could do it, to get everything going. And so I have a whole bunch of different ones here. This actually is one of my vision boards. This was like one of the rough drafts. No, this is actually one of my vision boards, not the rough draft. So you guys could see it. So I used a lot of these photos from Instagram, and what I did is I just left their handle on the photo, the ones that I took from Instagram, so that I would know who they are. So these are photos from Instagram from some years ago. I have like the Taj Mahal on there. That's actually Sedge Trippin'. His name there. This is Norway. I have Jamaica, where I'm going very soon, so let's check out that vlog when it drops. So literally visions become reality. Then I have here, you can see like a wedding photo. This is a photo I took a long time ago. So you can use photos you've taken. I have quotes. This woman here, when I originally saved it some years ago, many years ago, is representing strength. I don't want to be a person who's older and isn't able to move my body, isn't able to enjoy life. I want to make sure that I'm fit, that I am able to stretch and do things. I love Camaros, so that's why this is here. I have plenty of Camaro photos. I just picked two, as you probably saw the other one. This is the vibes for me. I want to be, able to chill in a tub. So just sharing different things. If you're a traveler, travel. This is something I use for a background. This is me speaking in front of people, because God told me I'm going to speak in front of people, and now I don't. At the time when I heard this, I didn't know if it was YouTube or if it was in a physical form, but photo I saved. Some of you might want to be on Forbes, so maybe you need to go get a Forbes magazine cover and put your face on there, or have somebody do it for you. You could actually make your own Forbes cover just by using Canva, actually. So you can do that. I've always wanted twins, so I have that. You know, library. This is me, myself. This is some books. These are what I was using for thumbnails and things like that, but just quotes. And here is another vision board. So I mentioned I have a lot of vision boards, so I just take them and kind of scroll through them. This actually was one of the rough drafts on BeFunky that I did, and I just screenshotted it. So I actually changed this vision board. Yeah, just kind of getting that vibe. And then if you want to put your own text, say you don't grab text like how I did, because some of these I made them, not this one, but I've made some of them. You can go get text and you can do like a heading, or like I said, you could choose one of these and you could just change the font to something else. So yeah, and if you want to put effects, because this one already has the effects on there, but you could change them if you would like. So you can make it neon, and then you could change the colors or the intensity. You could do a background. You can do that. Or you have one like this one's it's already there. So like you could do your whole vision board, and then you could have this like somewhere on the side, your name or something. But yeah, just using Canva to be able to get your vision out there, I think is very good, because it's free and it helps you get your creative juices flowing, and you can keep working on this and changing it. That's a cool thing about Canva, because it will save your project, and then you're able to switch it out as it evolves. That's why with making my newest vision board, it's so exciting, because I noticed the places that I put on my board that I'm already on the way to, like I already have booked, or I already have the plan to go. It's so funny how just looking at your vision board changes. Like this girl here is literally what I look like, I feel like, when I'm inside of Sprouts. Like when I'm in Sprouts looking for my vegetables, looking for my grass-fed beef, and getting my milk, my Strauss milk, because I can't get raw milk here in Vegas, but this is me. And then this represents me like when I'm outside, and I cannot wait to get on some water on a beach when I'm in Jamaica, and just the palm trees, just that vibe. So it's like I'm creating this life, and I swear to you, it's because of this. It's because of having vision boards. It's because of visualizing. It's because of scripting. It's because of praying. It's because of focusing on what I want. So that's really it for Canva. I don't think I did forget this part. When you're uploading your photos, you could just drag and drop them. I use Pinterest for photos. I'll Google online for photos. Say you want to make money while you sleep, you may want to look for a person counting sheep, and then you could put money signs in the sheep or something, or you could you could make on Canva. You actually could have a picture of you, put elements, put a, what do they call it? Thinking bubble, thinking cloud. You put a thinking bubble or like a dreaming bubble, and then put money in there, or put money working for you. Like you could do a whole bunch of crazy creative things on Canva. You could do this on your tablet. You could do this on your phone. So that's it for Canva. Pretty short and sweet. If you have any other questions, drop that below in the description, because I'm pretty sure I'll know how to do it. I know how to do a lot of things in Canva. I just don't feel like I need to go over so much information, because it's really just the basics so that you can make a vision board. Next up is BeFunky.com. I heard about BeFunky from another YouTuber. I cannot think of her name because it was many, many years ago. So I'll make sure I have her name on the screen and also below, so that you guys could check out that video. But she went pretty deep on how to use BeFunky. But again, it's just another alternative option to Canva. So if you like Canva, just use Canva. This one's free as well. So what you can do is, once you go to BeFunky.com, it asks you, I don't know if you have to log in. I don't think you do, but you click where it says get started, and then it'll come to this page, and you create a collage. And just like Canva, and I don't have photos uploaded in here right now because I didn't use this for my recent vision board, but what you'll do here is you'll come to this page, and I have it as a blank page, but what will happen is a lot of times when you first come on it, it will have layouts, and it will have a layout like a grid on here. And if you want to change the grid, you just put plus create your own, and then it will turn to this blank page like I have here. Layout as some form of grid. It will look like one of these type of grids. So if you want a grid, just keep that grid, or you switch the grid here. Okay, so what you'll do is here, same thing as we talked about before. You'll end up having your photos here. You just go to computer or to this button here, and you could add your photos, or you could drag and drop them from whatever file you have. But since they have these few photos here, I was just going to use them just to show you how to use BeFunky. So say you have this photo here, and you put it on here. Now the photos here, and like Canva, how you could edit the image, you could put a border, you could do a shadow, you could tint, you could do a color overlay on it. You could also move it, you know, different ways like this, make it smaller. And then they even have text and graphics. And then say you want to do marriage. And also, if you want to make the screen bigger, you just use this. I know I made it hella big, but just so you could see. So if you need to make it bigger. And then same concept here as we went over in Canva. You could change the position. So it says layer order. You can move it backwards or forwards. So I'll show you here so you could see an example. Because if you're making a collage like I do, I'll have pictures kind of on top of each other. So see how right now this one's behind. If I want this photo to go behind, I right click, layer order, move backwards. Okay, and then if you want to add text, so you have different texts here, different ways. Graphics, they give you instructions. You have basic graphics to put on there. And then you could also customize the color. I forgot to do that before, I'm sorry. But you could change the color backgrounds. You could also make it a portrait instead of making it a landscape. You could change, that's the other reason why I really liked BeFunky. And Canva, you could do this too, but I didn't go over it because it gives you that standard form. But you can change the height and width. And you can do that in Canva as well. So just to show you some examples of mine. Oops. Okay, so here's one of my vision boards here that I made. This is more like a relationship one. I think I shared already in the video that I like to do more themes instead of putting all of my vision on one board. And you could print these out. You could actually take your vision board, say you want to frame your vision board and have multiple or just one. You could actually take it and have it framed or printed out and framed, or you could have it printed on a poster board. But this is just one I've done where you see I have borders on here. I chose a white background, very sleek, and it just represents what I want in a man that is masculine, a man that is showing up for me, a man that prays with me, a man that I feel safe with. It's a reminder that there are men out there who want to pray with you, that want to read the Bible with you, that want to be there for you, that want to love on you, that you don't have to settle for men who are not showing up the way that you want them to show up. And I know I'm going on a tangent or going to the left a little bit and not staying on focus with the tutorial, but just a reminder that there are great men out there for you. So don't settle. And if you're going to make a vision board, make sure that vision board reminds you of that. Just know there are plenty of good men out there. And I'm not saying these men, even in this photo, are good men. I don't know, because I don't know any of these people. I'm just saying what the vibe is representing, it reminds me of that man. Business, you know, loyalty, love, compassion, intimacy, spending time. So yeah, there's that. On iPhones, there's a FreeForm app, and you could use this app also to make a vision board. It wouldn't be my first choice. First, press that you want to start a new board, and then from there you'll see this, what do you call it, graph paper. Then you could go and add photos depending on your settings. You could just grab them, the ones that you've already selected, or go to a specific album. Once you selected your photos, they'll show up like this, and you could resize them, move them around. Just be aware that the page is kind of like never ending, so you want to keep it within a certain range. Just keep a mental note of that. If you want to make it for your screensaver, then you would want to probably make it somewhere along this size that I have shown here. You can change your text by clicking the button on the bottom right with the A. And if you want to draw or highlight or color, things like that, you click the button that has the marker with the circle around it on the bottom left-hand side. And then once you're done, messing around with it and figuring out what you want to do, you click the button on the top right-hand corner, and that will allow you to export your vision board however or wherever you would like. That's it for this one. Remember that this is an Apple app, so it's only available on Apple products. Next up is Instagram, IG, and since you probably know how to use Instagram, you want to click on your story as if you're going to create a story and make a vision board that way. And so using tools like changing your colors, I use the option to create. And once you click that, you could change the background to various backgrounds by clicking the button on the bottom right hand corner, and then you could go and select your photos from your album, position them on the screen in a way that you would like. You could use Instagram's different features such as temperature. You could use the GIFs. Just know that if you use a GIF, it won't work when you download it, most likely, but depending on if you make a video or not. But if you use it as a photo, just keep that in mind. But you could just play around with it. You could add photos. You could use one of their backgrounds, or you could actually use your photo as a background. This isn't really a tutorial of how to use Instagram because I'm quite positive you know how to use it. And if you don't, you could, like I said in the beginning, you could ask me questions in the description. I'm not saying that everyone knows how to use Instagram. I'm just saying that I know the average people do know how to use it, so I didn't want to go into too much detail, but just showing you how you could use it to make a vision board. And my vision board isn't supposed to be pretty. I wasn't trying hard. I was just showing you the features, but that's an easy way. And then when you're done, you just save it. Top right hand corner, click the 3 dots and save your vision board. Easy peasy. As always, thank you so much for watching my videos, especially if you made it to the end. If you know anybody who could benefit from this video, please share it with them. And please, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps this channel and the algorithm so other people can see the video. Keep your eyes out because I will be dropping video 3, part 3 of this series in about 2 days. 2 days, so check that out. And if you are watching this after it's released, I'll have it linked somewhere here. With that being said, I will see you in a few days. With all my love, Lana.